Hello, this is an unscheduled episode with just me, Oscar Rosen, joining you today. This episode that we intended on recording this week has taken a while to do so, but we thought that we needed to give you something, so here I am. Now, there's quite a lot of stuff to discuss. Sorry, bit of a throat issue there. And I'm quite excited to actually tell you the plan for this episode, although you probably already know because of the title of it. In this episode, I thought I'd share some thoughts on Instagram and social media. Now, I know that you all want to hear, how to get tons of followers and likes, or maybe that's just me. Well, anyway, that is basically what I intend on doing. I'm going to try and give you some, tips and advice on how to get some good, loyal followers, ones that, actually stick around. I'll also be going through some of my pet peeves. There are so many, because people are very annoying on Instagram, and, guides for comments and hashtags, because hashtags are not as dead as you think. And hopefully you'll start to see that your Instagram will get bigger. Sorry. Oh my god. Everything is going wrong. I can't speak and my throat is dying. Hopefully you can start to see your Instagram profile getting bigger and bigger. Okay, so let's move on to the first segment of the show, ratio. Now, there isn't just one ratio on Instagram. There is the main one, of course, the amount of followers and the amount that you follow. So, if you go on someone's profile, you can see the two numbers in the top right. I need a drink is what I need. Where's my drink? Where's my cup? Oh, it's empty. Okay, never mind. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, so the amount that you the amount of followers that you have and the amount that you actually follow, that's a good ratio. But there's also some other ones that are really important to track. So the likes to follow, so how many followers you have and how many likes you get per post is vital. As well as how your DMs are looking and how you use your hashtags and what are the analytics. So I'm going to bring up an example here of Kim Kardashian. So the reason why Kim Kardashian is famous on Instagram. You know what? 2 seconds. I'm just going to get myself a drink. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Wait. Sorry, I'm back now. Where was I? Yeah. So the reason why Kim Kardashian is really big is because, basically, it's not because she's got over 200 million followers. It's because every time that she posts, she's getting 100,000 likes per second, which is surreal. Obviously, she's a bit of an extreme case. I don't imagine any people I know want to be as big as her, or even a model or anything like her. Anyway, but the point is, she gets around 3 million likes per post. Imagine if she got over 100 million likes per post. She would be incredibly more famous on Instagram. Because the thing is, the way that Instagram works is because you have to okay, let's say you got 100 followers and you get about 50 likes on a post. Instagram will share it to a couple more followers' feeds, and then you should get some more likes because of that, and then it shares it some more, and then let's say you get to the point where you got 80 likes on a post. Now you're bound to find some more followers, right? But the amount of followers that you have is a cap on the amount of times that Instagram can show the post to different people. It can't share it to people's feeds if they don't follow you. That is, unless you use hashtags. If you're liking this music, go to @OGBeatsOfficial. This is the wonderful Kajindu, a good friend of ours. One of the beats he made, one of many that will appear in the rest of the show. Hope you enjoy. Okie dokie, we move on to our next segment of the show, hashtags. Right, so when I started using hashtags, I literally went to any website and I just typed. Actually, no, I went to Google actually, and I just typed in good hashtags for musicians, because I was posting some music posts at the time. Now, the thing is, sometimes they won't be useful if you're just posting a picture of yourself at someone else's party or even at your own party. It's ideal for like business accounts or people that like show their kind of skills and talents on Instagram. Maybe, so I was working with a baking account recently, and I designed them a logo and stuff, and like that kind of account where you're showing a skill or a talent, that's when you want to use hashtags for your posts. The thing is, however, a lot of people use hashtags that don't actually match with the content, which is a bad idea, because the thing is, hashtags help with your circulation on your posts. A lot of people do actually go and follow hashtags. So I was watching a YouTube series about how, Instagram growth, and it was all about this this kind of blogger mum, like a vlogger mum actually. So yeah, she posts stuff like about her kids and all that, and she was saying that a lot of people just go like follow different hashtag kind of feeds. So stuff like I think she said something about hashtag mum humor, and different posts from different accounts just kind of show up in her feed, which is really good. So you want to use something I call good sized hashtags. Now, good sized, basically, how you measure it in size, basically it means a post that a hashtag rather, that doesn't use, like, it doesn't have millions of posts using that hashtag. If you find a post and it like says the word hashtag music or hashtag bakes, then it won't do anything. It will just be a very, very bad way of actually getting people to see your post, because it will just push it straight to the bottom and no one will ever see it. However, if you use something like hashtag summer bakes, which is a tiny bit more niche, obviously, assuming you post it in the summer, don't post a hashtag summer bakes in the winter. The thing is, people might actually have a glimpse of it because it's a bit more specific. So maybe something about like maybe 100k. So a good thing that I did quite a while back is, what you should do is you should make a list, or actually no, make 3 or 4 lists on your phone of groups of hashtags that you can use, and then rotate them on every post, because it means that Instagram can spread it to more people and your account to more people, and you'll get more likes and followers and etc. So that's my advice on hashtags. There you go, that's another one of Kajindu's extraordinary beats. Go check him out. Sorry, I actually got the first Instagram handle wrong. It's actually at official OG Beats. Or you can go and follow his personal account, which I'm sure he'll let me tag in the show notes. It's so good, the kind of stuff that he makes. So go check him out, and it's honestly, I think we'll be definitely featuring more music by him in the future. So I hope you enjoy that. Right, next segment. Let's move on to comments. So this next segment, which is all about comments, it's a short one, but it is pretty funny. So comments are good when you want to engage with your followers, which is obviously something that you do want to do. But they're a bit of a braggometer. It's not uncommon to get like a high amount of comments if you've only got like 400 followers, and I think it probably goes up a bit if you're a teenager, because so I'm gonna generalize massively here. Girls get, sometimes they get posts like, wow, stunner, and gorge, and oh yeah, beautiful, thanks for the tag, which is moist as hell. And and boys sometimes get comments like yes lad or hard. It's something that 10-year-olds do. It's like that thing on Snapchat, streaks. Oh my days, that's so cringy. It's only 10-year-olds do streaks. Anyway, that was a bit judgmental. Sorry. So anyway, the point is, it's it's not cool to have it. It's not like the most professional thing to have in our Instagram posts. Obviously, we're not all trying to be professionals because that's not the point of life. Anyway, my golden rule with comments is that if someone takes the time out of their day to comment on something like nice on your post, reply back to them with actual words. If somebody maybe just comments like a cool emoji, say like the emoji with like 2 star eyes, that's fine. You can just like that comment. You don't have to necessarily reply it. Like you don't have to necessarily reply to it with words. But I feel like it's just polite, and it also makes people think like, oh crap, they're actually quite nice. I might actually keep on following them. That is exactly what we're trying to do here, trying to get loyal followers, and I think comments is a good way to utilize that. Okay, DMs, the fourth segment of this show. So DMs and actually messages in general, like also WhatsApp and maybe stuff like TikTok, if you ever decide to use that dreaded thing, TikTok DMs. Imagine. So right in the beginning of using DMs for me, I basically blanked like a load of people, and it was kind of awful because look, I used to post singing videos of me the piano doing stuff, maybe with my brother, and I like seldom, obviously, I got a bunch of messages being like, yeah, it was really good singing, I love that song, and I just blanked them. I was horrible. I was like, I just kind of just let them just kind of get pushed down on my DMs, and it was awful. I felt really bad. Well, I feel really bad now anyway. And I like my one rule for somebody who's trying to get lots of followers is do not be that kind of person. Respond to somebody if you can, because it's not cool and it gets frustrating. And also when I'm like trying to work with somebody and they just leave it for days, it really does. It doesn't hold up a good reputation for yourself and your profile. So I would not recommend blacking people. DM, and also it kind of applies to comments. If somebody takes their time out of their day to actually message you and write actual proper words to you, you should really write them back. It makes their day, and it also holds a good reputation for you because they'll go and say to their friends, oh yeah, Oscars or whoever you are. I'll hold the example of a like a baking account. Oh yeah, I reckon you should go and buy some of their bakes because they're really good, and it helps you spread a good word for yourself, which is ideally what you want. Okay, so far in the episode, everything I've done, I've kind of written down to know exactly what I'm going to say, and then I've just kind of like tried to make it not sound as if I'm just reading off a script. So this next segment of the show, is going to be completely unscripted, so it may go very badly. So this episode, or rather this segment, sorry, is going to be explaining like what you want your account to be. So let's say okay, I'll use the podcast as a good example. So the podcast, um, basically, we need what you want to do is you want to find like one main theme that fits your account, your profile, and then like find 2 or 3 like sub themes, and then that way you're not just seeing the same content piece for every single post. You can actually you can rotate it and you can vary it, and it's a bit more interesting for the eye. So for the podcast, we had obviously it being a podcast for students and stuff, but then also we talked about like I think it was also designing and cool stuff about being a student and those different things. You also want to make your profile, like your Instagram profile, look really aesthetically pleasing. And there's one way you do that: make it all match. Make sure that there's maybe a couple colours that you have on your Instagram profile. So obviously ours is blue, and we try and have a bit of blue in every single post, or whatever your colour will be. You want to make it match, because then that means you can actually it's just, I don't know, it just means that we can actually it just looks so much more cleaner. That's what you want. If you want actual proper designs for your Instagram, come to me. I'll do it for you, of course. It'd be nice if you could pay me, but I'm not going to make you. I'll do it for free, because anyway. So I think if you make it match, and you make it look all clean, and you make it look nice, and you have a good bio, we'll get into bios later, as in like a little description on the profile, then it obviously it attracts, because the thing is, somebody will go to your profile, see it, they'll think, oh, this looks nice, this looks aesthetically pleasing. They probably won't say that, but they'll have that instinct in their brain, and they'll go, right, I'm gonna, this looks like a good account I can follow. You also want to make sure that you're actually targeting the right people. So hashtags do that, obviously, because I won't follow a hashtag all about football, because I'm not a football person. But stuff use the thing is, there's not really many tips online for this, but something like DMing people or going through the search bar and typing in other accounts and then DMing them, or even just looking through their followers and trying to DM them, getting to talk to them and stuff, make friends with them. That's what you want to do. You want to make friends with them. And yeah, so that's how you want to try and reach out to your kind of people. So in our case, other students or other podcast makers. For somebody who's I don't know, just on the top of my head, a lampshade designer. Don't know why that was the first thing that came to my head. You want to find other designers, other lamp people. Anyway, you get my point. You get my gist. Now, bios. So actually, on my one, and actually on the Real Peel Rosa Talk one, we've kind of got one which we think is a good idea. It hasn't really helped us, to be honest, but it should be good. So you want one which, actually, you know what? Right now, I'm going to get my Instagram profile up and just look at my personal one at rosen.oscar. And I'm going to look for... Okay, so mine is just, we'll do your designs for free. Making beats on making beats on at official OG Beats, and a little thing that I like to say, lives with playing cards in his pocket. Oh, and also, Real Peel Rosa Talk is my pod/go listen. So that kind of stuff. Sorry, I need that drink again. So yeah, you want to have what you actually do. You want to highlight what your main characteristics are as such on your Instagram profile and on your bio. So bios are very important because it's the first thing basically that people see. Profile picture is also quite nice to have. I recommend actually an account called at Marketing Harry. Marketing Harry's got a post, I'm pretty sure, which is all about how to make a good profile picture. So what you want to do is you want to find a good picture of yourself, use a website which will make the background of that completely transparent, and then put it over a solid colour or a solid gradient, because it just looks so much more clean. It looks so much more nice. Unless you want to have if you're a cooking company, or maybe so you can either do that or you can do your logo. A logo is not a bad idea to have on there. So I think that covers it. I mean, we're up to 14 minutes now, I think. All right, maybe a bit more, because I'll added some music and bits, some intersections. But hopefully this has been a good episode. Hopefully you can take away anything you want from this. Actually, I forgot to mention. So there's all these kind of tips came from basically one person on YouTube and also on Instagram. Oh, sorry. I really need that drink. Sorry about that. So great podcast. Anyway, there's an account on YouTube called Honestly Mummy, and it's obviously not the most ideal thing for a podcaster or anybody who isn't a mum, but she basically made a free Instagram growth course, which is really good. It's got some amazing tips, and all the tips that came from here are on there. And it's basically all the tips that she gave are kind of suited and adjusted for other stay-at-home mums and other stay-at-home mum bloggers. But you can very easily just readjust and kind of tweak the tips that she gives to make it actually work for your particular account. So I hope you like the episode. I hope you go and check her out because she's got some. I think honestly you should go through all of her. She's got like 7 episodes and they're all like 20 minutes long, so it's very detailed. It's very in depth. So I recommend you go and look at her. I'll also tag her in the like the show notes of this episode. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. We've got some more exciting projects. We always say this, but we've got some really good exciting projects for the podcast and Real People Studios. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, go follow us, all that jazz, and I'll see you next time.